Before I start, I would like to thank CareerSeekers for giving me this opportunity to share my journey with you. My name is Mohammad Junaid. I was born in Rakhine State. Some of you may not have heard of Rakhine State, which is a state in the north of, is now known as Myanmar, and a genocide being committed since many decades to Rohingya people in Rakhine State. Despite Rakhine State being my homeland, my ancestral land, I had to live as a stateless person due to my ethnicity. It means that the government denies my nationality in my own home, where my family has lived for generations. Practically, it means being denied of basic human rights, identity documents, access to healthcare and education, and more. I spent my entire childhood in Rakhine State as a stateless person until I fled along with my family to Malaysia to seek refuge. As a young child, I was deprived of many rights that an ordinary child takes for granted. By the age of 11, I had faced so much discrimination, racism, bullying, and harassment just for being who I am. When I first started my education, I had to attend schooling in my village. But from grade 5, the children from my community had to travel to the city to attend schooling. We had to walk nearly 1 hour to get there. When we arrived in school, we were treated very differently to other students, particularly Rakhine students. We did not receive the same education as Rakhine students. The racism that we experienced was not only from other students, but also from the teachers themselves. My cousins who remained in Rakhine State were not able to pursue tertiary education in spite of passing matriculation exam, also known as HSC exam, with flying colors marks just because of Rohingya ethnicity. They are being denied basic healthcare and human rights for being Rohingya ethnicity. At the age of 12, I arrived in Malaysia to seek refuge and continue my education. However, there were many obstacles I had to face, as it is really difficult for a refugee to obtain education in Malaysia. Words can't describe how much of an obstacle I have faced just to continue my education and seek a better future for myself and for my family. In spite of facing all these obstacles, I managed to complete my secondary education in Malaysia by accessing in a school run by UNHCR and other NGOs, specifically for refugees. After completing my studies there, I was sitting at home and trying to get into college for 2 years. After several attempts to enroll in college or university, I was unsuccessful due to my refugee status in Malaysia. In December 2015, my family was fortunate enough to be granted a humanitarian visa to be resettled in Australia. Upon arrival in Australia, I knew this was my opportunity to continue my education and pursue my dreams of university. I completed Certificate 4 and Diploma of Civil Construction Design in 2016 at Sydney Ultimo TAFE. In 2017, I was accepted by the University of Technology Sydney, UTS, to complete a Bachelor of Honours in Civil Engineering, and now I'm in my penultimate year of my degree. One of the many reasons I decided to study civil engineering is in the hope that someday I will be able to go back to my ancestral land and help build the infrastructure that has been destroyed by the government for my community. Indeed, it was a lifelong dream for me to study in university and complete bachelor's degree, dreams that are impossible to achieve for the young people in my communities back in Rakhine State. When I lived in Myanmar and Malaysia, I could have never imagined that I could have the opportunity to advocate for my community's plight in places like Geneva UN headquarters, Australian Parliament House, Melbourne University, and many more. However, the impossible have been possible after arriving in Australia. The CareerSeekers program has helped me to step my foot in the engineering industry with great mentorship. The internship I did last summer at Lendlease on One Sydney Harbour project as an on-site engineer has helped me in many ways. The opportunity indeed helped me to develop my knowledge, provided personal growth, and connected me with the industry where I want my career to be. It also helped me to distinguish the difference between theories and practical experience. When I complete my degree, I hope to contribute as much as possible to Australian community and its people with my skills and knowledge. For me, I feel it is important to contribute and help the needy ones. I also believe that the way to find peace inside is to stay connected with your roots. No matter what success I may find in the future, I know that remembering where I came from and remaining connected to my roots, my family, my community is what is most important. It is this that will give me peace. Before I conclude my speech, I would like to thank everyone, every company that are watching, and of course, CareerSeeker. Thank you very much.